Welcome to this week's Hymn of the Week. This week we have Glory to God 200, a cheering, chanting, dizzy crowd. What I played for you is from one of my books that I have at home of organ music that I occasionally pull out, 60 devotional pieces by Dom Paul Benoit, who is the composer of the music for this tune, or this hymn, a cheering, chanting, dizzy crowd. So let's talk about the music first. Obviously, this is organ music that I played, but it fits really nicely on the piano. Some of it, does it not? I think so. He was a Benedictine monk, and he lived in a community of the Abbey of Saint-Maurice et Saint-Maur in Clairvaux in Luxembourg. And here's an interesting sentence about his music. Dom Paul Benoit's compositions never leave the realm of tonality. Thought that was very interesting. But they kind of are often modal, aren't they not? This tune that is in the hymnal does not have a accompaniment. Of course, I could play for the accompanying edition, but instead I decided to not do that and follow that idea of Benoit's compositions never leaving the realm of tonality, right? So the text is by Thomas Tröger, and Tröger was a professor of Christian community at Yale Divinity School. He passed away in 2022. He was ordained in the Presbyterian Church in 1970 and the Episcopal Church in 1999. Interestingly, this is interesting to me because the text fits so well with the music. Well, one of the interesting facts about Thomas is that he studied originally to become a flautist, but he was impacted by a preacher, moved by what the preacher said, so then he went into ministry instead. So I think that Thomas has an understanding here of how the words fit the tune. This is a very kind of chant-like tune, is it not? Because this is for Palm Sunday, this is really a Palm Sunday hymn, and it's of course, as it says in the hymnal itself, it's recreating the contrasting sounds of Holy Week. We're going to do some text painting, the bowing down of the people that would bow down to Jesus as he was entering on a donkey into Jerusalem. We're going to create that through the harmony. It's going to go down, just like that for each verse. And then as we reflect before verse 5, I'm going to just improvise on that pattern. And that's a great way if you're trying to do something different or new with a hymn. You can just take that very simple step progression and just keep reflecting on it between the verses. So here's a cheering, chanting, dizzy crowd. Cheering, chanting, dizzy crowd had stripped the green trees bare, and hailing Christ as King along with branches in the air. They lay their garments in the road and spread his path with palms, and vows of lasting love bestowed royal hymns and palms. When tailing down to deep green dark, the crowd began to fade, till only trampled leaves and bark were left from the parade. Lest we be fooled because our hearts have to be unrolled. A carpet much more fit to greet the King across will hold. The fifth verse of this hymn states, instead of palms, a winding sheet will have to be unrolled. A carpet much more fit to greet the King a cross will hold. Thank you very much for listening to Hymn of the Week.